Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I figured by this week I wouldn't be coming on here and saying, you know, like, sorry I haven't been on here in a while. I'm finally getting in a routine, but the truth is I have not been on here as much as I usually am. My new job has definitely taken a lot of my time and energy, and I have needed to focus a lot of my focus and time on that. I'm hoping within the next few weeks I will kind of, you know, get a routine down and be kind of back into the swing of things in my personal life, if that makes sense. So yes, that's why there has not been as many videos lately. I know that I've gotten a few messages on Instagram just kind of checking on me. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's just at Rachel McLaughlin like it is here. I've gotten some people asking me, you know, what am I doing? Like, am I pregnant? Am I, like, is that why I'm not here? And the truth is, no, I'm not pregnant. I honestly want to be on this platform. I want to be creating content. I just truly have not had the time or energy to put into it. There's just a couple projects that I need to wrap up and kind of reorganize and reprioritize my life, if that makes sense. I'm sure everybody deals with this in their life in different capacities, and so I am kind of in that phase right now. But I am going to talk a little bit about fertility and kind of where I am right now. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's not like a big update or anything like that, but I do have a little bit of a different perspective than what I have had in the past few months that I'm going to talk about. But before I get into that, I will say, you know, everything with my job is working out great. I'm really happy for the transition that I made and the challenge that I'm kind of in right now. You know, it's my career, and even though I do this YouTube thing, like, this is not my career. And I am really happy with where I am in my career right now, and so just putting a little bit more attention to that is what I've needed to do. So anyways, so many of you all are still finding my fertility videos. It's definitely what my channel is mostly known for. It's definitely how I've connected with so many people on this platform, and my videos continue to reach more people that are going through the same exact thing, which can definitely, it's a positive thing. It really is, to be able to connect with so many people and to be able to find these people to hopefully give you all a sense of community and a sense of not being alone in this, because it's not something that really many people want to talk about in your real day-to-day life, and I get that. I'm the same way. But one thing that I wanted to touch on was just about fertility and social media, and how I have realized from this like unintentional break that it really does play a big role in the mental health of this journey. So one thing that I have noticed is just I really just don't have much time to like scroll through Instagram, scroll through Facebook, whatever. Like, I just don't have that much time anymore to do that. And so I've realized a few things. A, I'm not feeling the need to do that anymore. I don't feel like I need to know what's going on, or I need to see what other people are doing in their life. Like, I have found that that is one thing that being a little bit busier or taking your focus and putting it somewhere else has been very beneficial in the mental capacity and, you know, your everyday social life. Like, it has definitely helped me to not compare myself to others, to kind of feel like I'm not doing enough or I'm not where I need to be. Like, I definitely feel that I've just been more focused and in the present moment in my life when I'm not on the social media channels. Not to say I don't love social media. I really do enjoy it. I really do feel connected with a lot of people. I found it so important for me to control what I am feeding my mind. And a lot of people talk about this, and it's so true. When I go through my social media channels and I'm not feeling, say I'm feeling really upset or sad in my journey with infertility, I particularly don't want to be reminded every time I pop open my app that A, I'm going through infertility, or B, somebody else is constantly getting what I want and it's making me feel bad about myself and my journey, I don't have to feed that to my mind. I can go on there and I can unfollow all the people that are in this moment of their life. It doesn't mean anything bad. It doesn't mean you don't like that person or you don't want to particularly follow that person. Like, if people unfollowed me because I am not positively influencing their life, like, please unfollow me. Like, that is not my purpose in this world. I don't want to be a negative influence in somebody's life based on what I share about my life. So if that makes sense, if you are finding that, you know, even like hashtag infertility or hashtag TTC journey, if constantly seeing that is also reminding you of your journey, unfollow it. You don't have to look at that. You don't have to feed that into your mind. Sometimes, you know, you want that. Sometimes you want that little bit of support. Maybe you're getting ready to have a procedure, you're getting an SHG or a HSG test or something like that, and you want to see other people's experiences with that. It totally makes sense, and I could see why people would want to follow that. Or maybe you're just wanting to see other people's perspectives on this journey, kind of like following my channel or whatever. I could see that. But sometimes when you're on this roller coaster, sometimes you just need a break, and I have learned that. And I've even had to take a step back sometimes from my Motherhood Miracle support group. And it's not because I don't love that support group. It's just because I feel like I can't be there in the capacity that I need to be there because I mentally need a break. So that's what I think is so beautiful about that group, is that everybody is on their own journey, yet going through some of the same similar things. But other people can be there to support you, who are ready, who are in the right headspace, who want to help you. And so it takes the pressure off of me to constantly feel like I have to be, you know, that support system for so many people out there. And, you know, sometimes I want to be that because I'm in the right headspace and I have the right, you know, mindset. And so I've definitely realized that, you know, kind of filtering your social medias and tailoring it to what you need in the moment is so important. I think it's obvious that social media can be a reminder of the things you don't have, thus making you feel bad about yourself or bad about your situation or sad that you don't have it, maybe even angry, maybe even jealous, maybe you just envy that. And maybe you just don't want those feelings in your life, and so sometimes you can control that. And I think we tend to think we can't control that because it's on social media. Well, we can control who we follow, and we can control what we're searching. And if you're searching stuff like that, that's what's gonna pop up. So instead, focus on something else. I have found, like, if I want to focus on financial freedom or my career, and I want to, you know, find people who are like career women and how they're living their life and just seeing some of the things that they do, I would search that. I would try to find those people and follow them for their inspiration. It's just like Pinterest, you all know. And taking a step back can be so beneficial for your mental health, and I have totally seen that lately, and it's definitely helped me. I have found that I am more in control with when I consume it. So if I'm like, oh wait, what is she up to? Like, I haven't seen anything from her in a while. I would like to see like what kind of minimalism stuff she's doing, or how she's like resetting her space, and then I'll look her up and look through her feed and get inspiration, versus being fed to me what Instagram thinks I want to be fed, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I just felt like this is a topic that has really kind of been on my mind, and something that I realized, like, hey, like, I feel good because I haven't been on there. I feel good because I haven't consumed that. And instead of like consuming that stuff constantly, I have instead, you know, I have a little bit longer of a drive now, so I have a commute to work. That is the perfect time to listen to inspiring podcasts and things that I need to, you know, self-help things, how I can grow and be a better person. And I have found that I have been more into that, like books or podcasts, versus scrolling through social media or whatever. I'm not saying I never do it. Obviously I do. You all might see me comment on some of your stuff. It's just being more intentional about when I do it and not letting my body, like from habit, control when I do it, if that makes sense. I don't really have much of an update on our fertility journey. I think recently I've started to think about, oh my gosh, like I can't believe it's almost been 3 years. Like this year so far, like the first 6 months of this year have completely flown by. And so to think like this October, November is going to be 3 years is really kind of tough to swallow and kind of unbelievable. I was actually thinking the other day, like all these people that I've talked to about their journeys, and some of these people that have told me, you know, like it's been 3 years, finally after 3 years I conceived, and I just thought, wow, like I can't imagine how long that was or how difficult of a journey, and now I'm like still in it, and sometimes that's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow. This is not like official, but just to kind of give you all an update, I think that I am going to contact my doctor again, since it's been since January, so probably 5 months, January, February, March, April, May, June. I would say it's been about 5, almost 6 months since my HSG test, and they really wanted to wait and see if I potentially conceived after that. Sometimes it helps it, and so obviously that has not happened. So I'm thinking about maybe they had mentioned that after that we would start looking at medications, and so I think that is going to be my next step, is probably try some Clomid, or is it Humira? I don't know, whatever the drugs are that they feel the best would help us. So I think we might start looking into that more. I think I'm gonna call my doctor and see like what that would look like, what I need to do to kind of get on that. And I think the reason why we really just haven't hurried it is because we just really are faithful in that we can do this naturally, but we are totally aware that we might need help, and I think we're just trying to take the steps as we feel it's ready, like it's time. I feel like when I went to the doctor or I've had a test done, I have felt so ready to go do that. And if I don't feel like that, I always just kind of wait until I get that strong desire in my heart to take the next step and to try something else. So if I'm putting it off and putting it off, there's probably a reason why I'm putting it off. Maybe I'm scared. Maybe I'm just not ready to dedicate, or maybe I'm afraid that I'm not gonna be able to dedicate the time and do it appropriately. You know what I mean? Like obviously we want this, like we want this so much, but sometimes you just got to be prepared mentally, because and the way that I think about it is I want to give it my all. So I don't want to just try something and not be able to give it my all if I'm like busy, or you know, life is happening or whatever. So I think that we're looking toward maybe starting some medications and seeing if that will help. And then if not that, then I think that that's probably the last thing that just my general OB can do, and then they'll probably refer me back to a clinic again. I don't know if you all remember, it's been a while, but I had seen a fertility specialist and done the initial consult. And after kind of learning about the pricing of that and all that we'd have to do, we just decided with the insurance that I had at that time that we would need to wait and try to give our best shots to everything we could with our regular OB first, and then maybe look into that. I've also learned since then that the fertility specialist that I went to is not that recommended, so that's another aspect. I really want to get opinions from people that I know that have been through this and kind of see like what doctors or what clinics are like highly rated. So there's just a lot to it, and sometimes you're just busy with other things that are needing your attention. And so if I'm gonna like spend the money and, you know, put my body and my mind through this and put Tyler through this, like I want to be all in before I make that next step. And I hope that that relates to people. I hope people understand. I mean, I feel like people who have went through this probably understand. So anyways, that is just a big life update and kind of an opinion of what I have about some of the things that I have found that have been positive influences on this journey in the last couple of months. So Hope that you all found this helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up if you like videos like this. Let me know in the comments what other topics you all would like me to talk about that maybe I haven't talked about in a while. I'd be happy to do that. Hopefully I can get back on a schedule soon, and yeah, be sure to head over to Instagram. I'll try to be on there more too as well. And don't forget to join our Facebook group if you are going through infertility or trying to conceive. I really have found it beneficial in so many different ways, and I think a lot of other people have too. So all of that will be linked down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.